What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. Man, I just saw a video with Fanon and Brian Norman Sr. and I was glad that Brian Norman Sr. kind of clarified some of what he clarified. I didn't never care about that money part and all that stuff, no way. But the thing I'm glad he doing is they gonna go on and do whatever their initial plans was and move on from that fight with Jerron Ennis. I felt like it was the wrong fight in the first place. Once again, just like he said, Brian Norman Jr., he's only 23 years old. What sense would it make? He just won the belt to throw him in there with the biggest and seem to be most popular, baddest welterweight in the division, who's gonna have reach advantage, height advantage. Gonna be the A side. It wouldn't have made no. It would have made that would have been bad business, in my opinion. Because even if he did good in a situation like that, if he didn't knock Boots out, he wouldn't have been able to win that fight. Not just because of Boots' skills or whatever, but he's the A side. He would have been the house favorite that night, and it would have been close more if, just say for instance, if Norman did make it 12 and it went to the scorecards, I'm thinking that would have been a close fight because they both good boxers, and it just wouldn't have went right, no matter what. So for me, I didn't want to see him do that. I didn't like the fight when they brought it up. Now, I would have enjoyed watching it because I want to see Boots get in the ring with somebody real, but like I said, by him being from Atlanta and just getting a title, I didn't want that fight. I wanted him to do just what they finna do now. And they don't even have to fight the best guys in the division. You got the belt. It's good fights out there. Like, once again, Teofimo Lopez, Devin. There's a lot of guys that I think would be just right for him where he at now in boxing and build his name. Then when he's 25, 26, and then you can go make a big mega fight somewhere, but let the boy enjoy the belt for a while. That's how I felt anyway. I ain't saying go out there and cherry pick, but he ain't got to fight the toughest guys out there right now. He just got the title, and he's 23 years old. There's still a lot he got to learn. He still got to grow into his man strength a little bit more. So this is the right move they making. Now just move on from that fight. Don't matter what nobody say. People gonna say stuff anyway. But go ahead and whatever y'all initial plan was, you shouldn't. It wouldn't have been smart to get off track anyway. So I think it's the right decision all the way around. I don't know when, where, or how Boop's gonna get a real fight. Between Virgil Ortiz, Stanionis, his fights out there for him, but I just, for whatever reason, I don't know why they can't get nobody in the ring. And like I said, he just got with Eddie Hearn, so you can't blame all this on Eddie Hearn. He wasn't getting the fights before now. I just couldn't explain it, but from where I was sitting at, for Brian Norman, that just would have been the wrong move to make, and you just won a title. I just wouldn't have done that. If you wait a couple of years, that's a big fight. And once again, I think Brian Norman is a good fighter. Like I said, I just been really getting into him the last 2 years, but I think he's still got a little room to grow. Not to say that he ain't a great fighter, but he's 23 years old, and so he still got a little, a little learning to do. Not like, and I don't mean like learning as far as skills, just learning on this championship level now. Because now you're at the top of the food chain. So it's still growth in the sport. You still gotta grow. It take a little. He gonna be a monster when he get 25, 26 years old if they do it right. And I think that's what they're about to do now. Well, that's what they evidently been doing, and they back. They back on the right track, man. Because once again, I liked how he got the knockout in that fight when he got the title. He showed swag. Plus you know, you already see he got the grit and the heart. So just, you know, my thing is you got the title now, you can take your time. You know, don't get me wrong. He'll be fighting guys in the top 5, top 10. You know, he ain't like he won't be getting in there with no bums. But no, he don't need to be in there with boots right now. Teofimo Lopez is a great fight. If Devin move up, that's a great fight. You know, these is fights I feel like he should win. Brian Norman. You know, it's some older fighters that's been sitting on the sideline that he might be able to get in the ring and get a few names on his resume, like all the rest of these cats do. Let the boy build his name up like everybody else. I didn't want to see him rushing there like that. No way, I really did, man. You know, I think if you just by every video I got, yeah, it was nice to hear, and I was liking how they was talking, but I didn't want to see that fight. I just felt like it was too soon for, especially on Brian Norman's side. I mean, hell, I mean, you just got the belt. I mean, you know, and he's still a kid. I mean, he's a grown man, but shit, I mean, 23 years old. That's a child somewhat still to me. You know, he got, like I said, once he get 25, 26, that boy gonna be something serious in there. As long as they don't, you know, try to go too far too fast. You know, hey y'all. I just think whatever they've been doing is working fine. I wouldn't mess with it. I wouldn't let nobody, you know, even with the money. I mean, he's gonna make way more than a couple of $1 million if in a few years anyway. The money coming, they gonna get the money. You know, the money coming. And so that's a given. He a champion now, so he already finna make more money. And the more he win, the more and the better he get, and the bigger the names get, the checks just get bigger. So I like to see him do it like this, man. I'm glad they took a step back and moving in the right direction again and leave that fight alone. I don't think them two will ever fight unless they fight at 154 pounds. I do not see Boots staying in the what he's staying in the welterweight division for. There ain't no sense in keep sitting down here. He been here years and can't get nobody in the ring. It's about might as well move up. You know, so I like I said, it's a lot of good fights for Brian Norman out there. Good winnable fights. You know, that he can showcase what he got instead of having to be in a fight where he gonna have to do a lot of defense. You know, where he can be the let him go out here and be the head of the show. You know, but that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like or subscribe. Till the next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.